Sometimes in our lives, we have unconfessed sin, and we don't realize how much it's like poison inside of our hearts. And I know that there have been times in my life where I've had that, and I love that David says this in chapter 32 of the Psalms. He says this in verse 3. He says, "For when I kept silent, my bones wasted away through my groaning all day long. For day and night your hand was heavy upon me, and my strength is dried up as by the heat of summer." That is a hard feeling, and it's kind of God's good gift to us when He does make us feel that way when we're living in unrepented sin. But it's so cool to see later in James chapter 5, he says that if we confess our sins one to another, we'll actually receive healing. We'll receive a weight lifted off of our hearts because God's grace is so good that it actually does forgive sins. And sometimes it just takes another person to really convince us of that fact. And so today, if you are holding on to sin and it's kind of just crippling your life because of the weight of guilt and the weight of shame, go to somebody, confess that sin in the gospel, and see God's freedom today.